The guests and discussions on this show are not endorsed by the show or show host. The content is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Nothing you hear is intended to substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, and or treatment by a qualified health professional.
Welcome to Health Revolution with V, your integrative health adventure. Welcome to the Health Revolution with V show. We are here today to talk about another part of our health and wellness, which is our finances. And I can't preach enough that it's not just the food on our plate that creates our health or disease. It is so many factors in integrative health, and one of them is finances. And if you think about it, how many times have you been sick over finances? How many times have you been stressed over finances? How many times have you fought with your spouse over finances? So today we have an expert here who's going to talk with us about finances. So I would like to introduce my guest today, who is a very special human, and I just enjoy him so very much. I'm so glad that he's here on the show. His name is Kenson Jacques, and he was born and raised right here in Fort Pierce, Florida. So bow to the man when you see him in person, because very few people have been born and raised right here in Fort Pierce, Florida. So his family is originally from Haiti. He is a recruiting consultant and a financial coach for one of the fastest growing financial organizations in America. They're called the PHP Agency, and they offer personalized financial solutions to their clients. So without further ado, let us welcome Kenson Jacques. Welcome.
Hey, Miss V, how are you?
It is so great to have you here.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So first off, tell us about you, the person. Tell us about you.
So me, and I'm going to give you the short version. So born and raised in Fort Pierce, as you said, family from Haiti. And of course, knowing that they migrated over here, I want to provide a better advantage when it comes to not go in vain, knowing that they actually sacrificed their life to get here. So me as a person, knowing that I got to sacrifice, the fact that I'm going to grow and sacrifice what I have to do to make my parents proud as well. So I'm very family oriented. I have two boys, 10 and 8-year-old boys. And they are my joy. So I'm doing everything for them. I'm growing as a person. Right now I'm in a financial firm. I'm a licensed barber downtown at Legit Cuts. And here I am. I'm expanding my portfolio.
I love it. I just love it. And honoring his family, right? Because we know that Haiti is probably one of the poorest places to be.
It is.
Man.
But so much riches.
Yes. The riches of love and family,
exactly,
which they've instilled in you. And that's,
exactly,
that is so important. When you're choosing someone to work with, it's got to be someone who, number one, that you feel connected to and that you can trust, and that's a good human. That's how I judge on who I'm going to work with, no matter what it is are they a good human, right? So I think you're a great human.
Thank you so much. You're the best,
I think you are so great. So tell me about the financial coach side. What is it that you're doing?
So what we're doing is pretty much educating the community, one, about financial literacy. It's very important. We wasn't taught that in school. So knowing that I was actually presented this opportunity to learn more and have the platform to learn more about finances, I decided to, embark in that, because now that just opened another portfolio where I can not only provide financial literacy to others, but at least the ones that's in my, generation.
Right.
Our generation is clearly missing the whole fact of finances, and they wasn't taught. So why not? I'm a people's person. Why not give them that education financially as well?
For sure. Now, you guys are teaching classes downtown, right? Are you teaching in person or virtual or both?
So we're doing it all the way around, virtual. We do have an office out of Fort Pierce, Florida, where we open our doors to the community so that we provide financial education to our community. It's free of charge. Just come in every Tuesday at 7 and every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Wow. Okay. And give them the address of where that is.
So that would be 3731 Oleander Avenue, Suite 106, Fort Pierce, Florida.
3731?
3731 Oleander Avenue, Suite 106.
Suite 106. And that's in Fort Pierce. So if you're local to Fort Pierce, that you want to attend these classes. Now, what if they're not local? How are you helping
So
people
if they're
virtually?
not local, we do Zoom calls. They
Okay.
can either reach out to me, my lady Leticia, and also Jose. Jose is one of a good coach of ours and mentor as well. And also Alberto Lozano. Alberto, he's a very good friend of mine. We've been meeting up ever since, and he's been giving me a lot of education and mentoring me and coaching me as well to provide the proper education to our community. And he's the marketing director at our office right now. And that's who opened up that platform so that the education is really needed in our community. You can go there and we can provide that education to you.
See, that's exciting. Okay, so I would love for you to walk me through the process. So
Sure.
I call you.
You call me.
I call you on the phone, and now
Exactly.
what's going to happen? You're going to tell us how it works.
Once you call me, of course, we're trying to figure out in what direction you want to go as far as your finances or get the education in general. Once you call me, hey, listen, what type of direction you're trying to go with your finances? Okay, great. Let's book a time. Let's book a day where we can either meet, or you can pick one of the days, which will be Tuesday or Saturday, and we can meet there. Well, if they cannot meet in person, then we'll either do a Zoom. Hey, give me knowing that I got your number, let me send you a Zoom link, and then now you'll get that education over via Zoom.
Okay, so what will happen is they'll reach out to you. They can either come to an in-person event,
Exactly.
or you guys have some kind of virtual training that you can do for them as if they had been in that
Exactly.
event.
Exactly.
Okay, very, very good. So once they've decided they want to do something, then what would be the next step? So they've had the education.
They have the education.
And now what happens?
So right after the education, of course, we provide the opportunity. The opportunity meaning, hey, if you want to learn more and if you feel like you want to educate others as well, why don't you be a part of our team, be a part of the tribe, be a part of the organization where you're not only just receiving the education, you're actually giving out the education as well. Now, we pretty much extended the education to other parts of the city, county, and state, especially virtual. So now we're reaching out to people from South Carolina, Texas, Indiana, Ohio, Massachusetts, like Boston. So it's like we're reaching out to different states and counties and providing the education. And with that being a part of our team, now you just got double portion of benefit.
So then they can invest and do things like that through the platform.
Exactly.
We're going to take a quick commercial break right now, so don't go away. We want to hear more about what Kenson has to say. So we'll be back in just a moment. Have you been told that you need to cut way back on sugars due to a health condition? Do you find yourself struggling to give up the sugars even though you know your health depends upon it? If you answered yes, my online Hidden Sugars class is for you. Take charge of your health and visit eatingwithv.com and take the class.
Aapex Electric is a family-owned and operated, licensed and insured electrical contractor with over 30 years of experience. No job is too big or too small. With free estimates and a 1-year warranty, Aapex Electric is your premier contractor on the Treasure Coast. AAPEXElectricinc.com.
Dr. Shelley Anderson, with Terrapin Chiropractic, proudly serves the Treasure Coast of Florida with high-quality chiropractic care for all ages utilizing the Gonstead chiropractic technique. You can connect with Dr. Shelley at terrapinchiro.com. That's TERRAPIN Chiro.com.
At Your Body Bliss, our passion is creating handcrafted bath and body products for your entire family. From our hand-poured soaps and authentic Castile soap to incredible lotions and more, all made with ethically sourced quality ingredients. With love from our family to yours, yourbodybliss.com.
Welcome back to the Health Revolution with V show. I am here with Kenson Jacques of the PHP Agency, and we are talking about financial wellness. So we're going to dive right back in. First thing I would like to say, though, Kenson, is how can people reach you? So if they want to talk to you.
Yeah, 100% have my number, and they can reach out to me through phone.
Give us the number.
772-971-5206. That's 971-5206. Facebook, that would be Kenson Jacques, Kenson, Jacques, Jacques. Don't forget the Quees.
You need the Quees, Jacques, J-A-Q,
That's
not
correct.
Jacques, but Jacques, Jacques.
That's correct. That's correct.
Awesome.
And also Instagram. So that would be C'est la vie, Jacques. So
C-E-S-T.
CESTLAVIE, Jacques.
Jacques. So Facebook, Instagram, and you can call him on the phone. Now, don't forget, when you're looking at this podcast, or if you're going to watch the video cast, you can go to eatingwithv.com. This show and all of the other shows are there with a lot of amazing practitioners, but there will be information about Kenson there as well. So it will be in the description of the actual show. So you can find his information there as well. If you're driving, don't be crazy trying to write stuff down. Just go back to the show or go right to my website and you can find his information there under his show. So now let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let's talk about some of the financial training. Like let's start with who are the people that would be attracted to this kind of help?
Well, obviously we attract, of course, our generation because they do want to learn about financial literacy. And also the older generation as well, because once they weren't taught and they want to know more about it as well. So we're targeting those areas. And also we're targeting retirees as well, because we do have a retirement program where that will help them and protect and secure their income as well. And not suffering any penalties or losses within the stock market. So that's something that we're targeting, and we pretty much make sure that we take care of our clients in those type of aspects.
You know, it's such a volatile market these days with, the stocks and, other investments.
100%.
It's really difficult. What do we do? People are losing money left and right, and
100%.
so they need to be more protected. So can you share, because you said you educate, right, on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Yes.
So share some nuggets with the audience today. Share some nuggets with us that you would.
We teach more on budgeting.
Okay.
Investments. Within the investments, where to invest to, and how to invest, the proper way to invest, and where not to invest as well. Because with the good, you got to know where not to go and invest and put your money in something where it's not going to benefit you or your family. We do investments, assets, where to invest in assets, not liabilities, but more on the assets part of it. We also invest with the retirement and giving the education about retirement as well. Retirement is very important. That's somewhere we've seen a lot of retirees still working.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to them, knowing that they didn't get the proper education as well to where they need to put their money and where they need to invest and put their money as well. So where it's more protected, but also accumulating the gains along the way as well.
Right. Because that's, it's frightening to think that we could get to retirement and not have enough money.
Exactly.
And the way things are going, inflation's just crazy. And, this just seems like everything is up.
100%.
So those people that had budgeted, if you're, up in years and you had budgeted for retirement, I'm sure it's a very frightening place. It's frightening for everybody. So can you share maybe a little bit of wisdom on budgeting?
Sure.
Is there something like a tip?
Budgeting, it's good to always, there's one key that we always implement is your local banks. We primarily would like to use credit union banks. The reason why is because their interest is way much lower than an actual community bank. So you might want to go to a credit union instead of an actually regular government bank in a way. That's one of the key things. And also visit your local banks as often as you can. That you build relationship, you build a rapport. So if you need to, go in there and get a loan, it will be more easier than someone that they don't see you often and they haven't built a relationship or rapport. You'll get a way much better benefit and also get the services that you need. So we also focus on that. Budgeting as well. We educate the community about budgeting in a way where put away 10%, from every paycheck or every income that comes in, put away 10% and invest in at least 50 or 60% of that, and then the rest you keep for yourself. But within that time frame, it's good to put away, and that's the key thing. We tend to, in our generation, just spend on whatever. And
I think that's every generation these days.
Generation.
They have people. I people say, "Oh, I have cash in my pocket. I can't have cash because it'll be gone."
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
So those are some really great tips, though. I mean, taking 10%, if you can do that, and putting away 10% of your earnings, and then 50%, you said, of that going into investments, and then putting money back for hopefully in some kind of interest-bearing account, which is not much these days, but for emergencies and things like that.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about debt. I know that you help people with
yes, I do.
With debt as well. Let's talk about that.
So in our office, we actually help people with debt solutions. Right now, student loans right now is crazy. Average student loan right now, as far as debt, is about 1.75 trillion of average American debt right now, student loan, and that's insane.
Wow,
that's insane, and it's crazy right now. So outstanding debt is one of the key things where we need to really target as far as with our students, and they're going to school and they're getting into student debt and they're crushed. They're crushed, and that's something we're trying to target and fix in our community. And it's insane how they're using the student debt as more of a cliche thing. Yeah, just do what I'm just gonna go to school, just pay whatever. And that's not the right way of going about doing it as far as with student debt. So we target a lot of students where we're able to help them within the 2-year span, according to all the descriptions of what they need to do as far as their requirements.
That's amazing. So if you follow the plan, which we're going to have to plan to take a break. I'm getting the signal. So we have to honor our commercial sponsors. Those are the ones that make this show possible for you and I and for Kenson and everybody to be able to be here and watch.
That's right.
So we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away. Is your insurance company telling you that you have to replace your roof? Neese Roofing is a family and veteran-owned and operated local business. Choose peace of mind and quality work with this Owens Corning Platinum Certified contractor. Join thousands of satisfied customers. Visit neeseroofing.com.
Awakened Mind, powered by BrainTap, is the ultimate relaxation and focus solution. BrainTap helps reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance relaxation effortlessly. Enjoy better sleep and overall well-being. Try BrainTap today at tribelifecoach.com.
Are you looking for an action-packed adventure? We have unforgettable birthday parties, events, and more. Bring your family, bring your friends, and join us at Port St. Lucie's only paintball park. Call 772-812-0000 or visit invinciblespaintball.com.
Interstate Express Incorporated is your local and statewide 24/7 courier service. Woman-owned and veteran-friendly, serving the entire state of Florida since 1990. We pick up and deliver anything from an envelope to a 5,000-pound load. Give us a call, 772-287-2137. Interstate Express.
Welcome back to the Health Revolution with V show. I am here with Kenson Jacques. If you have missed any parts of the show, you definitely want to go back and listen in. How he's educating the community. He and his team educate the community on financial wellness. And his company is the PHP Agency. And we're going to dive right back in because we're going to run out of time and we want to make sure we maximize our time with him. So Kenson, let's get back to the debt topic since that's such a big deal right now. People are flooded with debt. Let's talk about some solutions for debt.
So what we do and how we really help people with the debt is we pretty much take away the interest rate, and that's what most people are really are contributing when it comes to their debt, paying their debt off. Is they're hitting the interest rate but not really taking the debt away, and that's the problem. So what we do in our program, we take the interest rate out. So now you're actually attacking the debt and the payments that you really need to tackle. And that's where we help, so that within those 2-year span, as long as you're doing your payments, as long as you're doing the requirements, you'll be able to be debt free within 2 years, estimating. So right now, man, there's about 23% of Americans that's debt free. And that's insane. Only 20%, 23% of Americans that's debt free right now. That's insane.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy. So the rest of those percentages, of course, everybody's in debt.
Do you know that back in the day, okay, in our like great grandparents' age and our grandparents' age, my grandparents and great grandparents, they would pay 90% down and finance 10%.
Oh, wow.
And it's like the polar opposite of that today. You notice that?
Completely.
Like they did.
Completely.
They literally would pay 90%. They paid, of course, the prices were a lot less, but you know what? The income was a lot less too. So it's relative. It was relative.
So yeah, it was relative.
Yeah, they were savers. So I think that's amazing. So taking the interest out is a huge deal.
It's a big deal. And that's what we tackle the most.
Wow.
But most Americans don't know that you're paying the interest rate, but you're not really paying the actual debt. And that's how they confuse us in a way where, hey man, you got this outstanding balance, you need to cover it, and if you don't cover it, then we up the payment, and you got another fee that you need to tackle on top of that. Well, in our business and what we do in our organization, we're very, very we have good, strong integrity and what we do. So we make sure that we tackle our clients and give them the right product.
And see, that's great. So it's more individualized, more personalized.
Exactly.
To tailor to each individual person.
100%. And how we utilize that, give us a call, let us know about the debt that you do. You fill out your information online. And while you fill out your information, we do have experts that give you a call right back within an hour or two. And once you give them the information that you provided, they would take care of the rest. They would take care of from the banks, from the creditors. They would take care of it. So it will really take away a lot of stress on your part from talking to a lot of creditors and they giving you all these, wishy-washy information where you're like, I don't understand those type of terms. And a lot of people of our generation don't understand the financial terms, the credited terms. And those languages is kind of cliche to us. We don't know. It's Chinese.
Right.
Well, our experts know those type of lingos to the point where we're able to.
And so give them your information again, how to contact you. Yes,
772, phone number 971-5206. Facebook, Kenson Jacques, Kenson, Jacques, Jacques. And also Instagram, C'est la vie Jacques, CEST, LAVIE, Jacques, JACQUES.
Yeah. If you go to phpagency.com, make sure you ask for Kenson Jacques. And I also would love to talk with you about some testimonials.
Sure.
Let's hear about some of your success stories.
Well, let's just say we have a client and they came in, and this is more on a retirement aspect. And he came in, he was so stressed out. He looked at his account from his old employer as far as a retirement 401k. And we looked at his program, and we looked at it. He actually lost 6 figures within three months out of his retirement.
Wow.
Well, we have a retirement plan where that program actually protects him with security, where he doesn't have to lose anymore. Doesn't lose no income, but it still accumulates interest within the stock market.
Wow. So for someone to take a huge hit like that, I mean, obviously they don't want to take any more hits.
Not at all.
But as much as I do not want to have to let you go, and I could have a whole lot more questions for you, we are out of time. We're getting the signal.
All right.
But thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Such a pleasure to have you.
It was wonderful.
Kenson Jacques, make sure you reach out to him. Phone number one more time?
772-971-5206. 772-971-5206.
Excellent. And you can find his information on our show sheet at eatingwithv.com. Go to the Health Revolution tab, and we'll see you on the next episode of Health Revolution with V.